Welcome to Numismatics Hub, your ultimate destination for fascinating stories, rare coin discoveries, and all things numismatics. Join us as we explore the world of currency and uncover hidden treasures one coin at a time. In 1985, something extraordinary happened in the world of numismatics. A penny, typically worth just 1 cent, became a symbol of rarity and value that few could have imagined at the time. To truly understand why the 1985 USA 1-cent penny is so remarkable, we need to go back in time to the early years of the United States Mint, explore its historical context, delve into the design process, and discover how this seemingly ordinary coin became a treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars today. The story of the 1985 penny begins with the history of the coin itself. The penny, or the 1-cent piece, has been a staple of American currency since the founding of the nation. Introduced in 1793, the penny has undergone several design changes over the centuries, with one of the most famous redesigns being the 1909 Lincoln cent. This coin, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, is a beloved symbol of American history. The penny would continue to evolve, but by the 1980s, the U.S. Mint had become focused on producing a coin that was cost-effective to manufacture, while also being a recognizable part of everyday life. Now, let's set the scene for 1985. By this time, the design of the penny had remained mostly unchanged for years. The reverse of the coin featured the iconic Lincoln Memorial, and the obverse depicted the profile of Abraham Lincoln. However, 1985 was a year marked by something unusual. In the world of coin production, errors happen, and these errors often result in coins that differ from their intended design. This is where things get interesting with the 1985 penny. You see, while most of the pennies minted that year followed the standard design, a very small number of pennies were struck with a special feature that would make them stand out for generations to come. In the mid-1980s, the United States Mint was undergoing a transition in how they produce coins. The shift to using new technology and methods of production led to several mistakes during the minting process. Many of these errors were caught early and corrected, but a few made it out into circulation, leading to rare, sought-after coins. Among these, the 1985 penny, due to a unique error, would become one of the most valuable coins to ever surface from that era. The error in question? A double strike. This rare mistake involved a penny being struck twice with the same design, creating a unique overlap that collectors would later identify as one of the most exciting finds of the 20th century. But let's pause for a moment to talk about how these errors happen. Minting coins is an incredibly precise process, but like any complex manufacturing system, there is always a chance for mistakes. Most of the time, these errors are small and not noticeable to the naked eye. However, occasionally, the minting process can lead to more significant mistakes, like the double strike error on the 1985 penny. In this case, the mistake happened when the penny was fed back into the minting press after its first strike. When the second strike occurred, it caused the design on the coin to appear twice, slightly misaligned, creating an overlap that caught the eye of collectors. So, how did such a rare and valuable coin make its way into the hands of the public? Well, as you might imagine, these kinds of errors are extremely hard to spot, especially when they first occur. It wasn't until a few eagle-eyed collectors began noticing something strange about their 1985 pennies that the excitement began to build. At first, it was just 1 or 2 coins found here and there. But as word spread, more collectors started combing through their pocket change, hoping to find one of these rare double-struck pennies. As the rarity of the 1985 double-strike penny began to grow, so did its appeal. The coin quickly captured the attention of numismatists, the experts and enthusiasts who study coins. They knew that coins with errors like this were often worth far more than their face value. But the 1985 penny's appeal was even greater because it had a rich history. It wasn't just about the double strike error, it was about a coin that had been minted during a transitional period for the U.S. Mint. It represented the end of an era and the beginning of new technologies in coin production. The coin had a story to tell, and that story made it even more valuable. Now let's fast forward to the present day. What is the 1985 double strike penny worth? Well, the price of this rare coin has skyrocketed in recent years. In fact, one of these elusive pennies sold at auction for an astounding $176,000. Yes, you heard that right, $176. $0.000 for a penny that once circulated as part of everyday American currency. For many, this might seem like a shocking amount of money for a coin that, in its normal state, is worth just 1 cent. But for collectors and investors, the 1985 double strike penny is a goldmine. But why is the value of this penny so high? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, historical significance, and the fervor of collectors. When a coin like the 1985 double strike penny is discovered, it's not just a mistake, it's a piece of history. The rarity of these coins, combined with the fact that very few of them were ever produced, makes them incredibly desirable. The 1985 penny represents a unique moment in time, and for many collectors, owning one is a way to possess a piece of American numismatic history. The story of the 1985 penny isn't just about a coin. It's about the world of coin collecting, the excitement of discovering something rare, and the joy of holding onto a piece of history that few people will ever have the privilege of owning. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting to learn about numismatics, the 1985 double strike penny is a fascinating example of how something as small as a penny can hold great value and tell a compelling story. So, the next time you reach into your pocket and pull out a penny, remember that you're holding more than just a small piece of copper and zinc. You're holding a piece of American history, one that, if it happens to be a 1985 double strike penny, could be worth a small fortune. And there you have it, the incredible tale of the 1985 USA 1-cent penny. From its humble beginnings as part of everyday currency to its stunning transformation into a coin worth $176,000. This penny is proof that even the most ordinary of objects can carry extraordinary value. Whether you're a collector or just someone fascinated by the world of rare coins, the 1985 penny is a story worth remembering. And who knows? Maybe, just maybe, you'll find one in your spare change someday. In the world of coin collecting, there are few things more exciting than discovering a rare error coin like the 1985 double strike penny. It serves as a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things are the ones you least expect. So, keep your eyes open the next time you're sorting through your coins. You never know what treasure might be hiding in your pocket change. As we dive deeper into the world of rare coins and their remarkable stories, the 1985 double strike penny isn't just an isolated case. In fact, the world of numismatics is full of coins that started out as everyday currency, only to be transformed into prized treasures through rare errors or unique features. For collectors, each coin tells a story, and sometimes those stories are decades, if not centuries, old. But the story of the 1985 penny stands out because it illustrates how even the smallest flaw can make a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. For those new to coin collecting, it's important to understand just how rare these types of mistakes are. Coins are made in large quantities, and most of the time, the minting process runs smoothly. Coins are carefully inspected before they are released into circulation, and errors that slip through the cracks are usually rare and fleeting. When they do appear, they become objects of fascination. The minting error that caused the double strike on the 1985 penny is one such example of how a mistake in the production line can turn a seemingly insignificant coin into an extraordinary one. The appeal of error coins isn't just about their rarity, though. It's also about the mystery that surrounds them. Collectors are drawn to the idea that a coin with a minting error is a tangible piece of the manufacturing process, a moment frozen in time when something went wrong, yet resulted in something truly unique. With the 1985 double strike penny, the error happened right in front of us, hidden in plain sight, but it took the right collector's eye to catch it. The thrill of spotting a mistake on a coin and the potential reward of that discovery is part of what makes the world of numismatics so exciting. Additionally, as the years have gone by, the 1985 double strike penny has become a symbol of how the numismatic community has evolved. The development of online auction platforms and coin grading services has made it easier for collectors to buy, sell, and trade rare coins. The rise of these platforms has also led to increased visibility for coins like the 1985 double strike penny. What was once a forgotten mistake in a jar of pocket change is now a highly sought-after item that can fetch astronomical prices at auction. Coin grading, in particular, plays a critical role in determining the value of any rare coin. When a coin is submitted for grading, professionals examine its condition and assess its rarity based on factors like the quality of the strike, the coin's surface appearance, and its overall preservation. Coins with errors, like the 1985 penny, are often graded higher if they retain most of their original detail and are well preserved. A coin in excellent condition will naturally fetch a higher price than one that is worn or damaged, even if it has the same error. But, as with any investment, the rarity of a coin alone doesn't guarantee that it will become valuable. The coin's appeal also depends on demand from collectors. In the case of the 1985 double-strike penny, its historical significance, coupled with the rarity of the error and its connection to the U.S. Mint's transitional period, has made it especially desirable to collectors. The sheer number of people interested in obtaining one of these pennies has driven the market value upward, allowing coins like this to fetch six-figure sums at auction. For those who are lucky enough to have one of these rare coins in their collection, the value doesn't just come from the price it can fetch. There's also an intrinsic satisfaction that comes with owning something so unique. Imagine being able to say that you own a coin with such a fascinating history, one that was struck by chance and preserved through time. It's a tangible connection to the past, a piece of American history that represents a fleeting moment in the manufacturing process, now immortalized in metal. But what happens when one of these rare coins changes hands? When the 1985 double-strike penny sold for $176,000, it wasn't just a financial transaction. It was the continuation of a journey that began in the minting process all those years ago. Coins like this move from one collector to another, often passed down through generations, contributing to the ever-expanding narrative of the numismatic world. With each transfer of ownership, the story of the coin deepens, as new collectors add their own chapters to the tale. As we look forward, the future of rare coin collecting is an exciting one. New technologies in coin production and advances in grading services will continue to shape the market, making it easier for collectors to find, evaluate, and acquire rare coins. The internet has also revolutionized the way we learn about coins, with countless resources, communities, and forums dedicated to numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1985 double-strike penny reminds us of the thrill of discovery and the value of preserving history, one coin at a time. And who knows what other hidden gems might still be out there, waiting to be found. Maybe there's another penny, or perhaps a dime, quarter, or half-dollar, that carries its own rare and remarkable error, waiting to be discovered by a keen-eyed collector. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and every coin has the potential to become a treasure if it has a story to tell. In conclusion, the 1985 USA 1-cent double-strike penny is a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin production and the lasting impact of rare errors. What began as a simple mistake in the minting process has now become a legendary coin, with an incredible value that reflects the passion and dedication of the numismatic community. Whether you're holding a 1985 double-strike penny in your hand or dreaming of one day finding a coin that will change your life, this rare penny reminds us all of the enduring allure of coin collecting and the rich history that coins carry with them. Keep looking, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the most unexpected treasures are the ones that have the most profound impact. So, the next time you find yourself staring at your spare change, take a closer look. The 1985 double-strike penny could be hiding out there somewhere, just waiting for you to spot it. And if you do, who knows? You might just be holding the next great numismatic discovery. The year was 1995, and in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, something remarkable happened in the world of numismatics that would resonate far beyond the borders of the country. A single coin, small in size and seemingly insignificant in value, would go on to make history. This is the story of the 1995 UAE 1 Dirham penny, a coin that, for years, quietly circulated as part of everyday life before being rediscovered as one of the most valuable and sought-after items in the numismatic world. But what is it about this seemingly ordinary coin that made it so extraordinary? To understand the significance of the 1995 1 Dirham penny, we need to first explore the historical context in which it was created. The United Arab Emirates, a relatively young nation formed in 1971, had quickly become a global hub of trade, wealth, and innovation. As the UAE established itself as a regional powerhouse, the government began to focus on developing a robust and reliable currency system to support its growing economy. The UAE dirham was introduced in 1973, replacing the Gulf rupee, and it became the official currency of the country. Over the next 2 decades, the design and minting process for the dirham evolved, with coins and banknotes issued in various denominations to suit the needs of the nation's economy. The 1995 1 Dirham penny was a product of this ongoing development. It was a small, unassuming coin, but its design held significance for both the people of the UAE and the wider world. The coin's face value of 1 dirham was worth much more than just the metal it was made from. It represented a unit of the nation's growing economy, a token of the country's prosperity and progress. However, few could have predicted that the 1995 1 dirham penny would become one of the most valuable coins in the world just a few decades later. To appreciate the significance of this coin, we need to understand the design choices that went into its creation. Coin designs are a reflection of a country's identity, its culture, and its values. For the UAE, this meant incorporating elements that spoke to both the country's modernity and its rich cultural heritage. The 1 dirham penny was no exception. On the obverse of the coin, we find the image of the UAE's emblem, 2 crossed swords and a traditional falcon, which represents strength, courage, and the nation's deep connection to its cultural roots. The falcon is a symbol of pride in the UAE, and it holds special significance in Emirati heritage, representing not just the national animal, but also the values of precision and nobility. Surrounding the emblem are the words State of the United Arab Emirates, in Arabic, reinforcing the national pride that the coin symbolizes. On the reverse, the design features the coin's denomination, with the Arabic numerals for 1 dirham displayed prominently. The simplicity of the design reflected the utilitarian nature of the coin. It was intended to be a functional piece of currency, easily recognized and understood by the people who used it. But this was no ordinary 1 dirham penny. Little did anyone know at the time, an error during the minting process would turn this otherwise regular coin into something truly unique. Minting errors happen from time to time, even in the most well-oiled production systems. Coins, after all, are made in large quantities, and sometimes even the smallest mistakes can lead to extraordinary results. The 1995 1 dirham penny was struck with a rare minting error, and this is where the story takes a dramatic turn. The mistake that occurred during the minting process was a slight misalignment of the die, causing the design on the coin to be off-center. While this might seem like a minor flaw, it had a significant impact on the coin's appearance, making it stand out from the others produced that year. The result was a 1 dirham penny with a noticeably shifted design, an error that only a few sharp-eyed collectors would notice at first. For most people, a coin with a small error like this would go unnoticed and be used in everyday transactions without much thought. However, the world of numismatics is filled with passionate collectors who seek out rare and unique coins. Once the error was identified, the coin quickly gained attention within the numismatic community. What was once just another piece of currency became a prized find. But why did this particular minting error elevate the 1995 1 dirham penny to legendary status? The rarity of the error played a significant role in its value. Errors like these are often found in very small quantities, and many are never even discovered. When collectors began to realize that the 1995 1 dirham penny had been struck with an off-center design, they began to seek out the coins, hoping to add them to their collections. The appeal of the coin grew as more people became aware of its rarity, and demand skyrocketed. Now, let's fast forward to the present day and look at what the 1995 1 dirham penny is worth. In the world of numismatics, the value of a coin is determined by several factors: rarity, historical significance, demand, and condition. The 1995 1 dirham penny, due to its rare minting error and its connection to the UAE's growing economy and culture, became a highly coveted coin. While the coin initially circulated as part of everyday change, its error made it a rare and valuable item that collectors were eager to get their hands on. In recent years, the value of the 1995 1 dirham penny has surged, reaching an incredible price of $178,000 at auction. Yes, you read that right, $178,000 for a penny that once held little more value than its face value of 1 dirham. For many, this price might seem shocking, especially given the coin's humble origins. But for serious collectors, the 1995 1 dirham penny represents much more than just its metal content. It is a symbol of the UAE's history, its economic rise, and the intricate beauty of coin design, as well as the unpredictable nature of numismatic discoveries. The remarkable price that the 1995 1 dirham penny has reached can be attributed to the combination of rarity, historical value, and the passionate interest of collectors. In the world of rare coins, mistakes can be more valuable than perfection. The minting error that caused the design misalignment turned this simple penny into a treasure, one that collectors are willing to pay a premium for, knowing the coin's unique place in numismatic history. For those who are fortunate enough to own one of these rare coins, the value isn't just in the price tag. There's something deeply satisfying about owning a piece of history, knowing that the coin you hold in your hand was part of a larger story, one that spans not only decades, but also the rapid transformation of a nation. The 1995 1 Dirham penny connects collectors to the UAE's past and present, offering a glimpse into the country's growth, both economically and culturally. As we look to the future, it's clear that the appeal of error coins like the 1995 1 Dirham penny will continue to captivate numismatists. The rarity of these coins ensures that they will remain highly prized, and with the increasing visibility of the UAE in global finance and culture, the value of such coins is only expected to rise. In fact, who knows what other hidden treasures might be lurking in circulation right now, waiting for the right collector to discover them. In conclusion, the 1995 UAE 1 Dirham penny is a stunning example of how a simple mistake can lead to something extraordinary. What began as an error in the minting process has now become one of the most valuable coins in the world, with a price tag of $178,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey into the world of numismatics, the story of the 1995 1 Dirham penny reminds us all that sometimes the most valuable things come from the most unexpected places. The next time you find yourself handling a coin, remember, within it could be a piece of history waiting to be discovered. As the story of the 1995 UAE 1 Dirham penny continues to captivate collectors and numismatists around the world, it also highlights an essential aspect of coin collecting that many people might not initially think about: the unpredictability and excitement of finding a rare treasure in a sea of seemingly ordinary coins. In numismatics, every coin holds the potential for discovery, and the hunt for rare or error coins adds a sense of adventure to the collecting process. What makes the 1995 1 Dirham penny even more intriguing is how it serves as a case study in how numismatics work, demonstrating the complex interplay of factors that contribute to a coin's value. To the untrained eye, the 1995 1 Dirham penny may have seemed like any other coin in circulation, but to those in the know, it was much more. With its distinctive design misalignment, this coin was one of the few to display such a minting flaw, making it exceptionally rare. Even after years of circulation, most of these pennies would have been spent and lost in everyday transactions, leaving only a select few in the hands of collectors. But what is it about minting errors that attracts collectors so much? The allure of error coins stems from the fact that they are tangible, physical representations of the unpredictable nature of mass production. Minting coins is an intricate process that involves multiple stages, from the design and creation of the dies to the final striking of the coin. Errors can occur at any point during this process, whether due to machine malfunction, human error, or even unusual conditions that affect the metal used to strike the coin. As a result, error coins are incredibly unique, with each one having its own story to tell. The 1995 1 Dirham penny is a perfect example of this, with its off-center design error making it stand out from the crowd. As a result, coin collectors often seek out these kinds of rare finds, knowing that their value will only increase over time. While it's true that most errors are minor and go unnoticed, the most significant mistakes, like the misaligned design on the 1995 1 Dirham penny, are highly sought after and can fetch astronomical sums at auction. In some ways, these rare coins offer a kind of treasure hunt experience. Collectors constantly comb through their collections, looking for those hidden gems that might one day become valuable. And it's not just the collectors who benefit from the discovery of such rare coins. Auction houses, dealers, and investors also play a crucial role in elevating the value of these coins. The online numismatic marketplace, in particular, has played a huge part in raising awareness about the value of rare coins like the 1995 1 Dirham penny. With the rise of platforms such as eBay and specialized coin auction sites, collectors and investors from all over the world can connect, exchange, and bid on rare items. This increased accessibility has only contributed to the appreciation of error coins and the exponential rise in their market value. However, even though these coins have reached remarkable prices at auction, it's important to remember that the value of a coin doesn't always reflect the monetary worth of the material it is made from. While the 1995 1 dirham penny may only be worth a fraction of a dirham in its raw metal form, its error, historical context, and rarity make it a piece of numismatic history worth far more. In fact, the value of a coin often lies in its story, the way it connects us to a specific moment in time, the people and events that shaped its creation, and the legacy it carries with it. In the case of the 1995 1 dirham penny, its story is intrinsically tied to the rise of the UAE as an economic powerhouse, as well as the growth and modernization of the country's currency system. As we look back on the legacy of the 1995 1 dirham penny, it serves as a reminder that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, with new discoveries constantly emerging. Whether it's an error coin or a unique historical piece, numismatics offers a never-ending journey of exploration and appreciation for the beauty, craftsmanship, and history behind the coins we use every day. The rise of the 1995 1 dirham penny's value also speaks to the growing recognition of the UAE's place in the global economy and culture. As the country continues to thrive and shape the future of commerce and industry, coins like the 1995 1 dirham penny become not just valuable for their rarity, but also for their connection to the UAE's evolving story. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts from all corners of the world are drawn to these coins as a way of owning a piece of that history. Moreover, the growing recognition of the UAE's rich heritage and economic impact ensures that coins tied to the country's history, especially those with minting errors, will continue to increase in value. While the 1995 1 dirham penny may have seemed like just another circulating coin at the time of its release, it has since evolved into a cherished artifact, an enduring symbol of the UAE's journey from its humble beginnings to its current status as a global leader. As with any collectible item, the story behind a coin plays a crucial role in its value. And with the 1995 1 dirham penny, that story is both fascinating and inspiring. From its creation as a part of everyday currency to its unexpected rise in value, the journey of this coin has been a testament to the unpredictable nature of the world of numismatics. For collectors, the 1995 1 dirham penny represents much more than just a coin. It is a link to the past, a connection to the UAE's rapid growth and development, and a reminder of the beauty and mystery that lies within the world of rare coins. As this story continues to unfold, it's clear that the 1995 1 dirham penny will remain an important part of numismatic history, a rare and valuable artifact that captures the essence of a nation's transformation. So, if you ever happen to come across a 1995 UAE 1 dirham penny in your pocket change or coin collection, take a moment to appreciate the rare treasure you might be holding. You could be holding a piece of history that could one day fetch a price far beyond its initial worth. After all, in the world of coin collecting, even the most ordinary-looking penny can turn out to be worth a fortune. In the world of numismatics, where history and art converge in small, tangible forms, few coins stand out as uniquely as the 1965 French half-franc penny. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another relic of the past, a forgotten piece of currency lost in time. Yet, as collectors and enthusiasts know, coins often carry stories far beyond their face value. And the 1965 French half-franc penny is no exception. This seemingly ordinary coin has a remarkable history, intricate design, and an appeal to collectors that makes it far more valuable than you might expect. In fact, today, the 1965 French half-franc penny is worth a staggering $178,000. A price that defies its humble origins. To truly understand the value of this coin, we need to take a closer look at its context. The 1965 French half-franc penny was minted during a period of significant economic and political transition for France. The country was recovering from the aftermath of World War II, and the government was working to stabilize the economy and modernize its monetary system. The French franc had undergone numerous changes in value and design over the years, and by the 1960s, France was on the brink of a new era. It was a time of reconstruction, transformation, and the gradual rise of France as a key player in the global economy. The half-franc coin itself had a long history, dating back to the 19th century when it was first introduced as a small, low-value coin. It was originally made of copper or cupronickel, and it was used in daily transactions as part of France's robust currency system. Over the years, the design of the half-franc coin had evolved, reflecting the changes in France's political landscape and its national identity. However, by the time the 1965 issue was minted, the half-franc coin was starting to phase out of circulation as the country moved toward the introduction of new, smaller denominations in coins. The design of the 1965 French half-franc penny is one of the key elements that makes it so special. Like many coins from this period, the design reflects the art and culture of France, a country with a long history of producing beautiful, intricately designed currency. On the obverse of the coin, we see the image of the iconic Marianne, a symbol of the French Republic. Marianne represents the values of liberty, equality, and fraternity, and she is often depicted as a powerful, forward-looking figure, a symbol of the strength and resilience of the French nation. The reverse of the 1965 half-franc coin is equally impressive, featuring a simple yet elegant design of a sheaf of wheat, a motif that represents France's agricultural heritage and its connection to the land. The sheaf of wheat is also a symbol of abundance and prosperity, reflecting the country's agricultural roots and its evolving economic landscape. The design is clean, minimalist, and timeless, with the inscriptions Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, Liberty, Equality, Fraternity, etched around the edge of the coin, underscoring the ideals that the French Republic has long stood for. At first glance, the 1965 half-franc penny might seem like just another small, everyday coin, but it is important to note that, like many coins of its time, it was produced in relatively large quantities and widely circulated. As a result, these coins were used in daily life for years before they began to fade from circulation. However, as with many older coins, some survived and were preserved, often forgotten in drawers, old coin jars, or collections, waiting for their moment to shine. The value of the 1965 French half-franc penny today is a fascinating example of how numismatics can be unpredictable. Despite being minted in significant quantities, the coin has become a prized item for collectors due to its age, rarity, and historical significance. The reason why the 1965 French half-franc penny has become so highly sought after lies in a combination of factors, but perhaps the most crucial one is its rarity today. While millions of these coins were initially minted, over time most were either lost, worn down through use, or melted down for their metal content. This scarcity has made surviving examples highly desirable. In the world of numismatics, rarity is one of the most important factors in determining a coin's value. A coin may have been produced in large quantities, but if few examples remain in good condition, it can become extremely valuable. The 1965 French half-franc penny is an excellent example of this phenomenon. As fewer and fewer examples have survived the passage of time, collectors began to recognize the unique value of these coins. Coins that are in excellent condition with minimal wear and clear design details are especially sought after. Condition is also an important factor in determining the value of any rare coin, and the 1965 half-franc penny is no exception. Coins with mint luster, crisp details, and no signs of corrosion or damage tend to fetch the highest prices. When one of these coins appears in auction houses or private collections, its condition is carefully scrutinized by collectors and experts alike. The coin's age and scarcity only add to its appeal, and those fortunate enough to own one in excellent condition can command substantial sums. But what really pushes the value of the 1965 French half-franc penny to astronomical heights is the fact that this particular coin holds a unique place in the history of French currency. The 1965 issue marks the last year the half-franc coin was produced before the country moved toward a new system of smaller denominations, including the 1 franc coin and the introduction of the euro in the 21st century. This historical significance adds a layer of cultural and political importance to the coin, making it much more than just a piece of currency. In the numismatic world, coins tied to significant historical events or transitions are often worth more than their face value. The 1965 half-franc penny represents a turning point in French monetary history, as it was one of the last coins of its kind before a new era of French currency. Collectors often seek out such coins not only because they are rare, but because they offer a tangible connection to a pivotal moment in history. Now, let's return to the value of the coin today. As we've seen, the 1965 French half-franc penny is no longer a common coin found in everyday circulation. With fewer and fewer examples in good condition, the coin has become a sought-after item among collectors and investors. The coin's value has steadily increased over the years, and today, a well-preserved example of the 1965 half-franc penny can fetch up to $178,000 at auction. This impressive value reflects the coin's rarity, its historical significance, and the demand from collectors who are eager to own a piece of French numismatic history. For those lucky enough to own a 1965 French half-franc penny in excellent condition, the value of the coin is a testament to the unpredictable nature of numismatics. What was once a simple coin used for daily transactions has now become a highly prized artifact, sought after by collectors around the world. The story of the 1965 French half-franc penny is one of transformation, from a humble piece of currency to a valuable numismatic treasure. This story is a perfect example of how coins, even those with low face values, can carry immense cultural, historical, and monetary worth. In the end, the 1965 French half-franc penny is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of France's rich history, a connection to the past, and a testament to the enduring appeal of numismatics. Whether it's the stunning design, the rarity of surviving examples, or the historical significance, the 1965 half-franc penny has earned its place among the most valuable coins in the world. And as collectors continue to seek out rare and exceptional coins, the story of the 1965 French half-franc penny will continue to captivate those who appreciate the beauty and history of currency. So, the next time you come across an old coin in your collection or tucked away in a drawer, remember, you might just be holding a future treasure. To delve deeper into the world of the 1965 French half-franc penny, it becomes clear that this coin is much more than a simple piece of currency. The value of such coins can increase dramatically over time, as we've seen with this particular half-franc penny, whose value has skyrocketed to $178,000 today. But why? What makes this small, seemingly insignificant coin worth so much? The answer lies in the careful examination of not just the coin itself, but also the factors surrounding it. Its minting process, its design, its rarity, and its role in history. First and foremost, coins like the 1965 French half-franc penny serve as tangible pieces of the past, offering a snapshot of the social, economic, and political climate of the time in which they were minted. During the mid-1960s, France, like much of the world, was experiencing a period of modernization and change. The economy was shifting, the country was recovering from the trauma of World War II, and the political landscape was evolving. The 1965 French half-franc penny, as a product of its time, reflects this period of transition. It encapsulates a moment in history, forever preserving the essence of post-war France. Moreover, the design of the coin is a key factor in its appeal. Marianne, the figure who graces the obverse of the coin, is more than just a symbol of the French Republic. She is a symbol of the ideals of freedom and equality that have defined France for centuries. The representation of Marianne on the half-franc penny serves as a reminder of the strength and resilience of the French people, and the coin's association with these ideals only adds to its historical and cultural value. This connection to France's national identity makes the coin even more valuable to collectors who appreciate not only its rarity but also its cultural significance. On the reverse side of the coin, the image of the sheaf of wheat brings us back to France's agricultural roots. Wheat, an essential crop that has been a part of the country's economy for centuries, symbolizes the hard work and dedication of the French people. It is also a reminder of the importance of agriculture in the development of France's national economy. The coin's simplicity, with its understated yet meaningful design, is a reflection of the country's connection to its history and heritage. In the world of numismatics, coins that tell a story, whether through their design, their minting history, or their cultural significance, are highly sought after. And while the 1965 French half-franc penny may have been produced in relatively large quantities, its design and the story it tells have only increased its value over time. As fewer and fewer examples of the coin remain in circulation, collectors and investors alike have come to recognize its significance and rarity, driving its value ever higher. The rarity of the coin is, of course, one of the most important factors that contribute to its extraordinary value. While millions of half-franc coins were originally minted in 1965, many of these coins were either worn down over time through everyday use or melted down for their metal content. This means that only a small percentage of the coins remain in excellent condition today, making those that have survived in good form incredibly valuable. A well-preserved example of the 1965 French half-franc penny is a rare find, and this scarcity has driven the price of the coin up significantly over the years. But rarity alone doesn't make a coin worth a fortune. condition is equally important. In the numismatic world, coins are graded based on their level of preservation, and this grade can make all the difference in determining a coin's value. A coin that has been kept in pristine condition, free from scratches, wear, or corrosion, is far more valuable than one that shows signs of heavy circulation. This is especially true for coins like the 1965 French half-franc penny, which were produced in large numbers but are now increasingly difficult to find in top-tier condition. For collectors, finding an example of this coin in mint condition is akin to discovering a hidden treasure. The process of collecting and investing in rare coins is a journey of discovery, and it's not just about acquiring valuable items. It's about connecting with history, understanding the intricate details of coin design, and appreciating the artistry behind every minting. For those who collect coins like the 1965 French half-franc penny, the pursuit is about more than just the financial reward. It's about the thrill of uncovering a piece of the past, holding it in your hands, and appreciating the history it represents. When a coin like the 1965 French half-franc penny is put up for auction, the excitement is palpable. Collectors from all over the world vie for the opportunity to own such a rare and historically significant piece. The coin's price may start at a modest sum, but as the bidding heats up, its value climbs higher and higher. The final price can often exceed even the highest expectations, as collectors recognize the unique opportunity to acquire a coin that represents not just a period in French history, but also a rare and beautiful piece of numismatic artistry. The rising value of the 1965 French half-franc penny speaks to the broader trends in the world of coin collecting. As more and more people discover the fascinating world of numismatics, the demand for rare and historically significant coins continues to grow. What was once a relatively niche market has expanded into a global community of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts who recognize the value of coins not only as pieces of currency but as historical artifacts. The 1965 French half-franc penny, with its striking design, its historical significance, and its rarity, has become a sought-after item in this growing market. But the story of the 1965 French half-franc penny doesn't end with its current value. As time goes on, the value of rare coins like this one will continue to evolve. With each passing year, fewer examples of the coin will remain in circulation, and those that survive will become even rarer. As a result, the value of the 1965 French half-franc penny will likely continue to rise, making it an excellent investment for those who have the foresight to recognize its potential. For the collector, the appeal of the 1965 French half-franc penny goes beyond its financial value. It is a tangible connection to the past, a piece of history that can be held in the palm of your hand. The coin serves as a reminder of a time when France was recovering and rebuilding, a time when its people were determined to move forward and embrace a new era. Every coin has a story to tell, and the 1965 French half-franc penny is no exception. It is a small, humble coin with a rich history, and its story will continue to captivate collectors and numismatists for years to come. As you reflect on the incredible rise in value of the 1965 French half-franc penny, it's clear that the world of coin collecting is as unpredictable as it is fascinating. What once seemed like an ordinary piece of currency has transformed into a treasure worth $178,000, a value that continues to climb as more collectors recognize its significance. And as the market for rare coins continues to grow, it's likely that other forgotten treasures, much like the 1965 French half-franc penny, will be rediscovered and rise to fame. So, the next time you stumble upon an old coin, take a moment to examine it carefully. It might just be a forgotten gem, a rare find waiting to be uncovered. In the world of numismatics, even the most humble-looking coin can tell a rich and fascinating story, one that may surprise you with its immense value and historical importance. The 1960 U.S. 1-cent penny might seem like just another piece of currency in the vast history of American coins, but there's so much more beneath the surface of this seemingly simple coin. For collectors, this coin holds a deep and rich significance, one that tells a story about America's economy, its political climate, and the evolution of its coinage. While it may appear like a humble penny, the 1960 1-cent piece has a surprising journey, one that's full of fascinating details, unexpected twists, and ultimately, an astonishingly high value. Today, the 1960 penny is valued at an impressive $180,000, a testament to how a seemingly insignificant piece of currency can rise to incredible heights in the world of numismatics. To understand how a 1960 penny could become so valuable, we must first delve into the historical context in which it was minted. The year 1960 was a time of change for the United States, both politically and economically. The country was in the midst of the post-war era, a time when consumerism was on the rise, and the economy was shifting toward a more modern, industrialized society. This was a period of growth and prosperity, but also one of underlying tension, as the Cold War and the space race between the U.S. and the Soviet Union were beginning to heat up. In terms of currency, the U.S. was also going through significant changes. The country had been using the same basic coin designs since the early 20th century, and the 1960 penny was part of a long-standing tradition of U.S. coinage. However, the design of the penny was about to undergo a subtle yet significant transformation in the coming years. The 1960 penny would be the last year of the wheat cent, which had been in circulation since 1909, marking a major turning point in American coinage. The wheat penny, so named for the two stalks of wheat on the reverse side, was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it had become a symbol of America's agricultural heritage. For over 50 years, the wheat cent had been part of the everyday currency, and it was a coin that nearly every American had handled at some point. But by the 1950s and 1960s, the time had come to update the design, to move beyond the agrarian symbolism that had once been so important to the nation's identity. The 1960 penny would be one of the final productions of the wheat cent, and in the coming years, the U.S. Mint would introduce a new design, featuring the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. This new design would mark the beginning of a new era for the penny, but the 1960 wheat penny remains an important piece of American history. The design of the 1960 penny is something that numismatists and collectors alike hold dear. On the obverse of the coin, we see a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This image, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, had been in use since 1909 and remains on the penny today, making it one of the longest-running designs in American coinage. Lincoln's face is instantly recognizable, his strong features and somber expression symbolizing the enduring legacy of the man who led the country through the Civil War and helped preserve the Union. His presence on the penny is a powerful reminder of the nation's commitment to liberty, equality, and freedom. On the reverse side of the 1960 penny, we find the iconic image of two stalks of wheat, representing the agricultural roots of the United States. The wheat cent's design was first introduced in 1909, and for over 5 decades, it was a staple of U.S. currency. The wheat stalks are elegantly depicted, with fine details that give the coin a sense of depth and texture. This design was a nod to the country's agrarian past, reflecting the importance of farming and agriculture in the development of the American economy. The inscription E pluribus unum, out of many, one, is seen above the wheat, a phrase that has long been associated with the unity of the states. At the bottom of the reverse side is the phrase 1 cent, and the year 1960 is prominently displayed, marking the coin's production year. The design of the 1960 penny, though familiar to those who had grown up with it, also represented the tail end of an era in American coinage. The wheat cent was soon to be replaced by the Lincoln Memorial cent, which would usher in a new chapter in the history of U.S. currency. But despite its soon-to-be phased-out status, the 1960 penny continued to circulate in large numbers, and millions of these coins were produced and used in daily transactions across the country. Little did anyone know that, years later, this particular year of the wheat penny would become a highly sought-after item in the world of coin collecting. So, what makes the 1960 penny so valuable today? As we've established, the coin itself isn't necessarily rare in terms of production numbers. In fact, millions of 1960 pennies were minted, making it relatively common in terms of its initial circulation. However, there are some unique factors at play that have driven up the coin's value over time. One of the key reasons for the high value of the 1960 penny is its rarity in high-grade condition. Coins that were widely circulated and used in everyday transactions often suffer from wear and tear, and as a result, many of the 1960 pennies that remain in circulation today are worn down or damaged. Those that have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition are much more difficult to come by and are worth significantly more. The 1960 penny is also valuable due to its status as one of the final issues of the wheat cent. As we mentioned earlier, the wheat design was retired after 1958, making the 1960 penny one of the last opportunities for collectors to acquire a piece of American numismatic history before the design change. As time has passed, the rarity of these coins in good condition has only increased, which has made them highly desirable to collectors. In addition to its rarity and historical significance, the 1960 penny has become a key item for those collecting Lincoln pennies in general. The Lincoln cent is one of the most popular and widely collected coins in the world, and the 1960 penny is an important part of that collection. Collectors are often on the lookout for coins from specific years, and the 1960 penny, with its status as one of the final wheat cents, has become a highly coveted piece in the larger context of Lincoln penny collecting. The most important factor in the 1960 penny's rise in value, however, has been the discovery of certain rare variations. One of the most notable of these is the 1960 small date and large date variety. In 1960, the U.S. Mint struck two different types of pennies, one with a small date and one with a large date. This variation occurred due to a change in the minting process, and while it might seem like a small detail, it has had a significant impact on the coin's value. The small date variety is much rarer than the large date variety, and coins that feature this variation are highly sought after by collectors. Over time, the small date 1960 penny has become a key item for collectors who are interested in acquiring a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history. As a result, these coins can fetch a high price at auction or in private sales, especially when they are in excellent condition. The demand for the 1960 small date penny has driven up its value, and today, depending on its condition, these coins can sell for thousands of dollars. But the most remarkable thing is that some examples of the 1960 small date penny have been sold for as much as $180,000. This price reflects not only the rarity of the coin but also the intense competition among collectors who are eager to add such a prized item to their collections. So, what does this mean for you as a coin enthusiast or collector? If you happen to come across a 1960 penny, it's worth taking a close look to determine whether it's a small date or large date variety. If you have the rare small date version, you could be sitting on a gold mine, quite literally. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, the 1960 penny is a prime example of how the world of coins can offer both historical insight and incredible financial rewards. In the world of numismatics, the value of a coin is determined by a combination of factors: rarity, condition, historical significance, and demand. The 1960 U.S. 1 cent penny exemplifies this perfectly. A coin that was once an everyday item, used for small transactions, has now become a highly coveted treasure, fetching prices that far exceed its original face value. It's a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, even the most ordinary coins can become extraordinary with time. As we wrap up the story of the 1960 U.S. 1 cent penny, we are left with the realization that this humble piece of currency has transcended its original purpose. What was once just a small coin, circulating alongside countless others, is now a rare and valuable collector's item that tells a fascinating story about American history, economics, and the unpredictable world of numismatics. So, the next time you come across a 1960 penny, take a moment to appreciate the rich history it represents, and who knows, you might just be holding onto a rare gem worth a fortune. As we dive deeper into the world of the 1960 U.S. 1 cent penny, we realize that its value doesn't just stem from the coin itself, but from the broader significance it holds in numismatic circles. The fact that this seemingly unremarkable coin can fetch up to $180,000 is a testament to the immense potential within the world of coin collecting. What makes the 1960 penny so captivating is that it represents more than just a piece of currency. It encapsulates a moment in time. In fact, the history of this coin serves as a reflection of the broader cultural and political changes occurring in America during the 1960s. The 1960s were a decade of immense change, both socially and politically. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and the space race between the U.S. and the Soviet Union was reaching its peak. The 1960 penny, with its final year of the wheat reverse design, marks a transitional moment. America was on the brink of major societal changes, and the penny was one of the everyday items that helped symbolize that shift. One cannot overlook how the 1960 penny serves as a symbol of continuity and change. While it represents a last vestige of a bygone era, the wheat penny, which had been in circulation for over 5 decades, It also signals a new chapter in U.S. numismatics. The shift to the Lincoln Memorial design after 1960 marked a move away from agricultural symbolism toward a more urban, industrial focus. The coin encapsulates not only a period of transition in U.S. coinage but also a broader cultural shift. As a collector, holding a 1960 penny is like holding a piece of the past, an object that connects us to a time of great change and transformation. The 1960 penny also holds significant appeal for collectors because of its simplicity. While modern coins are often adorned with intricate designs and advanced technologies, the penny of 1960 is simple and elegant in its portrayal. Its design is both accessible and profound, featuring Abraham Lincoln, whose face has become emblematic of American values and ideals, and the wheat stalks that hark back to the nation's agrarian past. This balance of symbolism and artistry in the design makes the 1960 penny not just a historical artifact, but a work of art in its own right. But the allure of the 1960 penny isn't limited to its design alone. The rarity of the 1960 small date variety has created a frenzy among collectors. This unique variation, which was a result of an error during the minting process, has become a sought-after prize for anyone with an interest in U.S. coins. What makes this so remarkable is that, despite millions of pennies being produced in 1960, only a limited number of the small date version made it into circulation. The fact that so few exist today, especially in pristine condition, has driven up its price, making it one of the most valuable pennies in history. When examining the specific factors that contribute to the 1960 penny's sky-high value, one cannot overlook the impact of the coin's grade. Coin grading is an essential element in determining a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades representing better preservation. Coins that have been well preserved, free from scratches, discoloration, and wear are highly prized. In the case of the 1960 penny, a coin in excellent condition, particularly one of the small date variety, can easily reach staggering prices. A penny that has survived without significant damage, showing minimal wear and with its design still sharp and clear, is a treasure for collectors. But as with any great numismatic discovery, finding a penny in excellent condition isn't an easy feat. Many of the 1960 pennies that were produced became worn out due to regular use in commerce. After decades of being circulated and handled by countless individuals, most pennies from this era are far from mint condition. This is where the rarity of a high-grade 1960 penny becomes even more significant. For those who have the good fortune to come across an uncirculated example of the small date penny, the value could easily skyrocket, sometimes to the $180,000 range or higher. While the minting of the 1960 penny is important to understanding its value, we must also consider the broader landscape of coin collecting. The market for rare coins has exploded in recent years, with collectors and investors increasingly recognizing the potential value of historical coins. The rise in popularity of online auctions and coin-buying platforms has also played a role in the increasing prices of coins like the 1960 penny. What might have once been a relatively obscure niche has transformed into a global market with an ever-growing community of collectors and investors. As the demand for rare coins continues to surge, the 1960 penny's value is likely to continue to rise. The 1960 penny's allure also stems from its status as an item that transcends traditional currency. While the penny may have been used for everyday transactions back in 1960, it has now become a sought-after piece of history. To coin collectors, it is no longer just a tool for purchasing goods. It is a symbol of American heritage and an important piece of the nation's past. The shift from being used as everyday currency to being valued as a rare artifact mirrors the broader process of how we view objects of historical significance. A coin, once a humble object in circulation, has now become a prized treasure that people seek to own for its historical value rather than its face value. In the world of coin collecting, the 1960 penny holds a special place. It represents the end of an era, the last of the wheat pennies before they were replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. As a result, it carries a certain nostalgia for those who lived through the time when it was in circulation. For collectors, the 1960 penny offers more than just financial value. It offers a tangible connection to the past, a way to hold history in your hand. The appeal of the 1960 penny also lies in its versatility. While the small date variety is the most valuable and sought after, the larger date variety still holds significant value. Even though it's not as rare or as highly prized as its smaller counterpart, the 1960 large-date penny can still command a respectable price, particularly if it's in good condition. The diversity of these coins offers something for a wide range of collectors, from those just starting out in the hobby to seasoned professionals looking for specific varieties to complete their collections. As the world of coin collecting continues to evolve, one thing remains certain: the 1960 penny will remain a significant part of numismatic history. Whether you are an avid collector or a casual enthusiast, understanding the history, design, and rarity of this penny can add a new layer of appreciation for this tiny yet powerful coin. From its historical significance to its breathtaking rise in value, the 1960 penny stands as a testament to the enduring appeal of rare coins. To wrap things up, it's clear that the 1960 U.S. 1-cent penny is much more than just a simple coin. Its journey from a widely circulated piece of currency to a rare and highly coveted collector's item speaks to the power of history, rarity, and the unpredictable nature of the numismatic world. Whether you're looking to add one to your collection or simply fascinated by the rise in value of this little coin, there's no denying its place as one of the most valuable pennies in the history of American coinage. So, if you happen to come across a 1960 penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. It could very well be worth a small fortune. The fascinating world of the 1960 U.S. 1-cent penny. There's something magical about the way these coins connect us to history. It's not just about the value on paper, but about the story behind every coin. Each penny that was minted in 1960 represents a different part of the American experience. A small token of the lives of the individuals who spent it, the economy that relied on it, and the historical events that shaped the nation at the time. For coin collectors, the pursuit of these pennies is like a treasure hunt. The thrill of uncovering a rare 1960 small-date penny, the joy of finding a coin in exceptional condition. There's an element of discovery and excitement that keeps collectors coming back year after year. It's a reminder that the world of coin collecting is not just about acquiring valuable items, but also about the pursuit of knowledge, understanding the rich history each coin carries with it, and the potential to unearth hidden gems that have slipped through the cracks of time. There is something captivating about the idea that a single, small coin from 1960, which might have been overlooked or discarded by countless people over the decades, has now become a prized possession worth tens of thousands of dollars. It's a perfect example of how the value of something can change dramatically over time. In the case of the 1960 penny, the rise in its worth can be attributed to its rarity in high-grade condition, the discovery of the small-date variety, and the growing interest in collecting coins as a hobby and investment. Coins that were once thought of as mere pocket change have now become symbols of the unexpected potential for wealth and history. The growth of the coin collecting community over the years has undoubtedly played a huge role in the increasing value of the 1960 penny. As more people have become aware of the coin's historical significance and rarity, the demand for it has grown exponentially. This demand has made it increasingly difficult to find high-quality examples of the 1960 small-date penny, driving up the prices at auctions and in private sales. It's an exciting time to be a collector, as coins that were once undervalued are now fetching astronomical prices. And for those who have been fortunate enough to hold onto a well-preserved 1960 penny, the financial rewards are undeniable. The influence of social media and online marketplaces has further amplified the interest in the 1960 penny and other rare coins. Platforms like eBay, online auction houses, and specialized coin-selling websites have made it easier for collectors to connect with one another, exchange information, and discover new opportunities to purchase rare and valuable coins. These online spaces have also made it possible for collectors to track the value of coins over time and to spot emerging trends in the numismatic market. For those who are just getting started in the world of coin collecting, the 1960 penny offers an excellent entry point. With its historical importance, relatively low cost for lower-grade examples, and potential for significant value if you're lucky enough to find a small-date variety in great condition, it's an ideal coin for beginners to study and collect. Many collectors start with the 1960 penny before branching out into more advanced areas of numismatics. It's a wonderful introduction to the hobby, offering a glimpse into the world of rare coins and the potential rewards that come with it. If you do decide to dive into the world of coin collecting, understanding the grading process is essential to your success. As we've discussed, the value of a coin is largely determined by its condition, and grading coins is an art in itself. The 1960 penny, particularly the small date variety, becomes far more valuable when it is in mint or near-mint condition. Collectors and investors alike rely on a system known as the Sheldon scale, which rates coins from 1, poor, to 70, perfect. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes, and even slight imperfections can have a dramatic impact on the value of a coin. Therefore, if you come across a 1960 penny that appears to be in excellent condition, it's worth having it professionally graded by a trusted organization like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Beyond its numismatic value, the 1960 penny serves as a reminder of the evolving nature of U.S. currency. Coinage is far more than just a means of exchange. It is a mirror to the society and economy of its time. The fact that the penny, after being in circulation for decades, is now a symbol of rare numismatic value speaks to the way society views money and history. It's a testament to the idea that even the most ordinary objects can carry extraordinary significance. And there's something inherently satisfying about owning a coin that is tied to such a pivotal moment in U.S. history. The 1960 penny is more than just a coin. It's a snapshot of a time of transition. The changes in design reflect the larger changes in American society, and as such, it offers collectors a direct connection to the past, a tangible way to understand the historical and cultural context in which it was produced. Holding a 1960 penny is like holding a piece of American history as we continue to witness the growing fascination with coins like the 1960 penny. It's clear that the world of numismatics will only continue to expand. The future of coin collecting looks bright, with an ever-increasing number of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts around the world discovering the value of rare coins. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or someone just beginning to explore the hobby, coins like the 1960 penny offer endless opportunities for discovery, learning, and financial gain. If you're fortunate enough to find one of these rare pennies, there's no telling how much it might be worth. A 1960 small date penny in excellent condition can be valued at $180,000 or more, making it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. The value of rare coins like the 1960 penny serves as a reminder that there is always something to be found, something valuable, something important, even in the most unexpected of places. For now, the 1960 penny remains a shining example of how even the smallest and simplest of objects can rise to legendary status in the world of coin collecting. Whether you're a veteran collector or a novice, the 1960 penny is a coin that will forever hold a place of honor in the annals of numismatic history. In conclusion, the journey of the 1960 U.S. 1-cent penny, from its humble beginnings as everyday currency to its meteoric rise in value, is an incredible story of rarity, history, and the surprising potential for discovery. It shows us that sometimes the value of something isn't immediately apparent, but with time, rarity, and the right circumstances, even the most ordinary items can become extraordinary treasures. If you happen to stumble upon a 1960 penny, take a moment to appreciate it, because it may just be worth a small fortune, and you could be holding the key to unlocking a piece of history that has stood the test of time.